Welcome to my channel. It's still me, Jimmy, but today we're all about deliciousness. My channel's bringing the heat this winter, not literally, because that's what ovens are for, with 7 incredible dessert recipes to warm you up from the inside out. Get ready to drool because we're talking gooey chocolate lava cakes, those little donuts that just scream fall, and a whole lot more, with each recipe featuring easy-to-find ingredients. Make sure to smash that like button. If you're ready to get your bake on, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future deliciousness, and ring that bell because these recipes are fire. Let's get this baking party started. All right, first up, we're diving headfirst into a pool of melty chocolate goodness with my hot chocolate lava cakes. Now, this recipe is for all you chocolate lovers out there. First, you're gonna need some good quality dark chocolate, about 4 ounces. Half a cup of butter, 2 large eggs, half a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of flour, and a pinch of salt. We're going to start by melting the chocolate and butter together. Microwave or double boiler, your choice. While that's melting, whisk together the eggs and sugar until they're light and fluffy. This is where those arm muscles come in handy. Once the chocolatey goodness is melted and smooth, gently mix it into the egg mixture. Don't overmix. Now gently fold in the flour and salt. See? Easy peasy. Pour this batter into greased ramekins, pop them in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12 to 15 minutes, and boom, you've got yourself a molten chocolate explosion waiting to happen. Serve it warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and prepare for pure bliss. Next up, we're traveling straight to a cozy autumn orchard with my spiced apple cider donuts. These little guys are bursting with fall flavors and are impossible to resist. You'll need 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, the heart of the fall flavor, and 1 cup of apple cider. Whisk together the dry ingredients in a large bowl. In a separate bowl, combine the wet ingredients. 1 cup of apple cider, 2 large eggs, 1/2 cup of melted butter, and a splash of vanilla extract. Now, slowly add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, mixing just until combined. Don't overmix. Spoon the batter into a greased donut pan, filling each about 2/3 full. Bake these bad boys in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. While they're still warm, toss them in a cinnamon sugar mixture made with 1/2 cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and get ready for the ultimate fall treat. No holiday season is complete without a slice of pumpkin pie, am I right? But we're kicking it up a notch with my pumpkin pie with maple whipped cream. It's the perfect blend of classic comfort with a touch of indulgence. For this recipe, you'll need 1 can of pumpkin puree, 1 can of evaporated milk, 2 large eggs, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, because it's not pumpkin pie without it, and a dash of salt. For the crust, you can use a store-bought pie crust or make your own, I won't judge. Mix all the pumpkin pie filling ingredients together until smooth and creamy. Pour into your pie crust and bake in a preheated oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Then, reduce the heat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for another 40 to 50 minutes, or until the center is just slightly jiggly. While the pie is cooling, whip up 1 cup of heavy cream with 2 tablespoons of maple syrup and a touch of vanilla extract for that irresistible maple whipped cream. Trust me, this pie is a game changer. Get those creative juices flowing because it's gingerbread cookie time. These aren't just your average cookies. They're edible holiday decorations that are just as fun to make as they are to eat. For this recipe, you'll need 3 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 2/3 cup of molasses. The key to that classic gingerbread flavor. 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, and a pinch of salt. Cream together 3/4 cup of butter and the brown sugar until light and fluffy. Then add in the molasses and spices, mixing until well combined. Gradually add in the flour, mixing until a dough forms. Roll out the dough on a lightly floured surface and use your favorite cookie cutters to create festive shapes. Bake the cookies in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes, or until lightly golden brown around the edges. Once they're cool, let your inner artist run wild with icing, sprinkles, and all your favorite decorations. Chapter 5. Warm cinnamon rolls, gooey, cinnamony, and oh so good. Get ready for the ultimate breakfast treat, warm cinnamon rolls. These soft, gooey, and utterly irresistible rolls are the perfect way to start any chilly morning. We'll start by activating some yeast in warm milk and a touch of sugar. You'll need 1 cup of warm milk and 2¼ teaspoons of active dry yeast. While that's working its magic, combine 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, and a pinch of salt in a mixing bowl. Once the yeast mixture is nice and foamy, add it to the butter mixture and mix well. Gradually add in 4 cups of flour, mixing until a soft dough forms. Now, for the best part, roll out the dough into a rectangle and spread it with a heavenly mixture of 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Roll it up tightly and slice into individual rolls. Place them in a greased baking dish, let them rise for a bit, and bake in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes, or until golden brown. Drizzle with a simple glaze made from 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and prepare for pure breakfast bliss. Chapter 6. Molten Caramel Brownies. Double the chocolate, double the fun. Prepare for a chocolate overload with my molten caramel brownies. These brownies are fudgy, gooey, and packed with a hidden surprise. A molten caramel center that will have you going back for more. First, we'll create the caramel center. Melt 1 cup of caramels with 1/4 cup of heavy cream until smooth and pourable. Set that aside and let's move on to the brownie batter. Combine 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1 cup of sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/3 cup of cocoa powder in a mixing bowl. Gradually whisk in 1/2 cup of flour and 1/4 teaspoon of salt until just combined. Spread half of the brownie batter into a baking pan. Drizzle the melted caramel over the batter, then top with the remaining brownie batter. Bake in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted comes out with moist crumbs. Let them cool slightly before slicing and serving, so that caramel center can work its magic. Chapter 7. Baked pears with honey and almonds. Elegance meets comfort food. Last but not least, let's end this delicious journey with a touch of elegance. Baked pears with honey and almonds. This recipe is simple, yet incredibly satisfying. Perfect for those who crave a lighter dessert option. You'll need 4 ripe but firm pears, 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 cup of sliced almonds. Start by halving the pears lengthwise and scooping out the core. Place them cut side up in a baking dish. In a small bowl, whisk together 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Pour this mixture over the pears, making sure to coat them evenly. Sprinkle with 1/4 cup of sliced almonds and bake in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 40 minutes, or until the pears are tender and the almonds are lightly toasted. Serve warm with a dollop of whipped cream or a scoop of vanilla ice cream for the perfect ending to your meal. And there you have it, folks. 7 incredible winter desserts to satisfy your sweet tooth and keep you warm and cozy all season long. Which one are you going to try first? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more mouth-watering recipes, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Keep on baking, stay sweet. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.